Welcome back. This is our personal finance query. Our guest today is Harshvardhan Roongta, a certified financial planner at Roongta Securities. And our first caller is Rajesh Kumar from Hyderabad. Hi, Rajesh.
Hi, hello.
Hi, could you tell us the query for Harshvardhan?
Yeah. Sorry?
Could you tell us what your query is, what your investment stands at, and what the question is?
I have, madam.
We're listening to you.
Now, I am at railway station. I can properly hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, I got 10 lakh FD.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Just go ahead with the question.
I got 10 lakh FD in bank, 5 lakh LIC policies.
Okay.
And the PLA for 3,500 per month.
Huh?
And BPF and VPF, voluntary provident fund, that is deducted from my monthly salary.
Okay.
Okay, and more than that, I can invest 8,000 per month.
All right.
Should I prefer any good company for mutual funds?
You want to know which mutual funds to invest this 8,000 per month in?
Mutual funds.
Mutual fund. Okay, Harshvardhan, he's already made a couple of investments, the likes in FD, LIC policies, voluntary provident fund. Now he's looking for mutual funds. Would you recommend a little more of equity for him for this 8,000 per month?
And incidentally, he is aged 39 and is professionally employed in NTPC.
Absolutely. Now, if I look at his, the query which was given is that he is looking at accumulating a corpus of about 25 lakhs in a period of 15 years, for which he wants to make an investment of 8,000 rupees a month. Now, good for Rajesh that he's got time to his side. When with an investment of 8,000 rupees a month, he can easily and achieve his target of 25 lakhs. In fact, he will be exceeding his target. However, I want to take a step back for him and inform him that from a financial planning perspective, if I see his entire portfolio, he's got very little of life insurance policies, and he is an earning member of his family. So now, if I break his 8,000 rupees into two parts, I would recommend to him that he invest about 5,000 rupees a month into mutual funds, which will help him achieve his target of 25 lakhs. So that's not an issue. Now that this 5,000 per month, he could split into two funds, which is one, an index fund, which he could choose a Franklin India Index Fund, the BSE Sensex plan. This basically just tracks the Sensex. So it's a benchmark. He doesn't need to track it very often. The other is an HDFC equity fund in which he could invest another 2,500 rupees. Now with this, if you are assuming a return of about a 12% CAGR over a period of 15 years, he will achieve his target of 25 lakhs. Now this leaves him with another surplus of 3,000 rupees a month, which I would recommend that he consider buying a term insurance policy for himself. He's got about 5 lakhs of insurance, that's about it. So he needs two more products in his portfolio to completely to complete his security part as well. He could take adequate term insurance policy based on his consultation with a financial planner, and also a Mediclaim policy, which is a hospitalization reimbursement policy. He needs to add these two also. So within his perspective of 8,000 rupees, he can complete his financial planning that way.
All right, Harsh, I hope Rajesh is listening. We were in a bad line, but that's the advice. You're underinvested in insurance and therefore a pure term policy. I think that's very important. Harshvardhan is speaking of a pure term policy. He's telling you not to mix up investment with insurance. For investments, he has recommended those index-linked funds and an SIP program. All right, our next caller is waiting by from Jodhpur. Payal Sharma is joining us. Payal, kahiye, आपका सवाल क्या है?
हाँ मैडम, मेरा सवाल ये कि मैं ना हाउस वाइफ को 2,000-3,000 रुपए मंथली सेविंग कर लेती हूँ.
ओके, और आपका उद्देश्य क्या है?
जी 1,000 रुपए मैंने इसमें HDFC स्टूडेंट्स फंड में डाल रखे और HDFC स्टूडेंट्स फंड में डाल रखे 1,000 रुपए 2 महीने पहले, और 2 LIC करा रखी है मैम, 6,000 सालाना और 4,000 सालाना की, और मुझे 12 साल के अंदर करीब 25-30 लाख का मकान चाहिए. तो क्या मैं इससे इससे इन्वेस्ट कर सकती हूँ या फिर मुझे और कुछ बढ़ाना पड़ेगा सेविंग?
अच्छा, आपको 35 लाख मकान के लिए चाहिए, कितने साल में?
12 से 15.
ओके, well, Harsh, that's what she has. Can you guide her? She is able to save about 3,000 to 4,000. Will that suffice for 12 to 15 years?
Well, Payal, with an investment of 4,000 rupees per month, even if you assume a return of 14% returns, I mean, it is very difficult to achieve 35 lakhs as a target. आपका जो कॉर्पस बन सकता है वो करीबन 15 लाख रुपए तक बनेगा, और अगर हम आपका HDFC प्रूडेंस फंड में जो आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं वो भी जोड़ दें तो भी 12 साल में करीबन आपको 18-19 लाख रुपए तक ही मिल सकता है. Nevertheless, I mean, Lata, what she could do is she could she could at least start the investment, and as her investable surplus going by increases, so then she can continue to make investments for this particular target that she is desiring to to own a house after 12 years. Now, again for her, I will recommend, since she is a novice to the stock market, she definitely should take an equity mutual fund, because she has a 12-year time horizon. And within that sphere of equity mutual funds, I will again recommend to her also that she goes in for an index fund. The reason being, because index funds are very simple to understand, easy to track. You do not need to churn the portfolio on often, as in you need to track the performance of the fund manager. Just simply let it be there. For her, again, my advice would be Franklin India Index Fund, the BSE Sensex plan, and simply leave it there for next 12 years.
Okay. पायल जी, फ्रैंकलिन इंडिया इंडेक्स फंड का सलाह मिला है, लेकिन आप एक मिनट रुकिए. हम मेरे को एक और सवाल है एक्सपर्ट से. हर्ष, शी इज स्पोकन about 6,000 and 4,000 as annual premium that she has, that they are paying, the family is paying in LIC. Her husband is the only earning member. You spoke in the previous occasion about the first priority for any family being insurance. Is there any specific advice you want to give in that direction to Payal as well?
Well, Lata, let's understand it from two perspectives. One is that if you're starting something new today, naturally, and it's a written rule now that you should not mix your investments and insurance into one product. So, assuming that you're starting now, yes, the advice would be that please do not mix the two. Take a term insurance policy which is purely relating to protecting your family from financial stress.
I want you to help her understand how much of insurance kitty she should have going as a percentage of the kind of annual income that they may be managing at this point in time. I mean, if you can give her an insurance in terms of term insurance, pure insurance, what should be a typical goal for a housewife or a family?
ओके, पायल, अब मैं आपके लिए बता दूं, आप अपनी लाइफ पे तो टर्म इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी मत लीजिएगा, मतलब वो टॉपिक पे बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम ये बता रहे हैं कि आपके हस्बैंड जो अर्निंग मेंबर हैं, उनकी अगर सालाना इनकम, एक एग्जांपल के लिए हम बता रहे हैं, उनकी सालाना इनकम अगर 1 लाख रुपया है और उन्हें 30 साल के हैं अगर, तो उन्हें 30 lakhs का इंश्योरेंस वो एक पैरामीटर है जो कंसिडर कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज ही इज गॉट 30 years ऑफ वर्किंग लाइफ लेफ्ट विथ हिम. दूसरा, अगर वो उनको बहुत ज्यादा महंगा लग रहा है तो दूसरा एक थंब रूल है कि आपकी जो एनुअल इनकम है उसका आप 10 times तो कम से कम आप इंश्योरेंस लेके रखिए. तो अगर उनकी इनकम सालाना 1 लाख रुपया है तो आपको 10 लाख का इंश्योरेंस कम से कम होना चाहिए, और उसी प्रकार आप मल्टीप्लाई कर लीजिए. सो दिस इज Lata, a very basic way to start without taking professional advice. If somebody wants to do it himself, this is something very basic which any family should protect themselves against.
All right. There are plenty of questions. She being a housewife, I was interested in getting those things also sorted out. We will later on have a housewife special where perhaps we could have more details coming in. Payal ji, आप इंश्योरेंस पर गौर कीजिए और आपका एनुअल जो खर्चा है साल में, उसके 10 times इंश्योरेंस पहला पक्का कर लीजिए और उसके बाद आप इन्वेस्टमेंट की सोचिए. और इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए आपको सलाह है कि आप इंडेक्स फंड ले लें. फ्रैंकलिन इंडिया इंडेक्स फंड एक एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर आप ले सकते हैं. All right, for the Harsh, thank you very much for joining us and giving us your expert advice.